In this lesson, we're going to add in some additional styling to really make it look more like a website and to see all the different containers that we have on our website. So when we built this out, we had four different clear sections. So I wanted to finish those off and build out what we want the footer to look like. So we do just have a footer element that we're using, and if you are reusing footer, then just be careful with this, that you're not presenting footer, you're adding styling to it, and then you want to reuse it. So let's set a background color to that, and I want to set fairly dark color, so fairly dark grayscale color. So I'm going to set it to DDD, and I'm going to shrink this down so we can actually see what's happening with the footer. And this again is going to be from the mobile perspective, and we're also going to show you how you can add in and set up that responsive aspect to your styling. So background color DDD, maybe let's set text align, because you don't really see that it's pulled over to the left hand side, so typically you're going to see it centered. So text align, center, and add in some padding here at the top, so I don't want it sitting right near the top there. So padding top, and let's add in 35 pixels. So that moves that down a little bit, and we can also update the color of the font that we want to use. So maybe we don't want it as evident, and we want to bring the color out. So I forgot that hash there. And maybe make this one even lighter, or darker I should say, because I think that's fairly light. So something like that. And I also want to add in the header. So because for the header section, we haven't really done anything with that yet. So let's update that. So that's the header there. And I usually like to keep it in the order that it gets presented on the website. So we've got our body, we've got our wrapper, and then next we would do that header. And again, if you're reusing header, then just be careful because we are applying styling to it. So here I'm going to add some padding here. So maybe the top and bottom 10 pixels and 0 for left and right. So let's see what that looks like. So we've added in that top and bottom padding. And now we can actually start updating our site and what we want it to look like on different size screens. And this is where the media queries come in. So typically you're going to find the media queries are at the bottom of your CSS. And this is where we indicate that we want to specify different breakpoints on the website. And what I mean by breakpoints, I'm going to show you in a second, but that's when the web page actually resizes. When it hits a certain pixel width, we want something different to happen. And because we're working from a mobile first perspective, we're setting minimum width. So if the minimum width is, let's do 800 pixels, so this would be for like a tablet size. So any of the styling that's within here is what's going to get applied when we hit this minimum width. So maybe what I can do is I can jump back in here and background color, and we can set some really visible background colors, and you can see that whenever we're going to hit these breakpoints, then we're going to change the background color. So maybe instead of blue, maybe we'll do red. So let's see what happened here. So taking a look at the styling, we've got this cadet blue when just by default whenever that screen size is a certain width, but we've also added in this media query where we've got, not sure what happened there, but got an extra tag. So we've got this background color red, but we don't see that the background color is red. Let's try resizing our screen, and we see once we hit that over 800 pixels, then we actually start getting this styling. So basically what this means is that from a mobile first perspective, we're designing our website to look like how we want it presented on the mobile screen or the smaller screens that are less than 800 pixels. but we also want to have a different look and feel for it once it's larger than 800 pics. So once it's off of a tablet or on a desktop, we want to present it in a different way to our visitors. And this is where this media screen comes in, and we see that it takes effect. So we get a background color of red, overwrites that background color of cadet blue once we hit that larger size. And so basically this means that this is where we need to set all of our additional styling, how we want to present our website when we're on a larger screen. So I'm going to show you how to add that in the upcoming lessons.